We're kicking off today with Dynamite, as this week's show took place in Chicago, Illinois, and Tony Khan was the one who made the call for CM Punk to appear. Of course, because CM Punk was on the show, it meant that the Elite could not be on the show in person, but the group did make their presence felt during the broadcast via a pre-taped promo. The moment the Elite appeared on the screen, though, the Chicago fans booed them heavily, and while this wasn't heard on AEW Dynamite, it was unavoidable for those in attendance. Clearly, those in Chicago hold a lot of animosity for the Elite after what transpired at AEW All Out last year, but the big question is what kind of response Punk and the Elite will get when out of Chicago. After all, many people both in and out of AEW are of the opinion that Punk has always been in the wrong in this real-life feud, and he may get a less favorable response when not in the Windy City. All we can say for now is that the relationship between the two sides is clearly not good, and those in CM Punk's hometown made that fact abundantly clear during this week's episode of Dynamite. Dynamite also saw more details be revealed about the upcoming Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament, in which the winner will receive a shot at the AEW World Tag Team titles. As the name suggests, this tournament will be made up of blind teams who have randomly been paired together, and one team is clearly going to struggle to get along. As revealed on Dynamite, AEW World Champion MJF and his current nemesis Adam Cole were the first two names drawn for the tournament, and will be teaming together going forward. The show also saw Cole request a shot at the AEW World title after the pair's Eliminator match went to a time limit draw last week, but the Salt of the Earth turned down Cole's request. As for the tournament, the full brackets will be revealed on next week's Dynamite, but expect Cole and MJF to struggle to get along, even with a shot at the AEW World Tag Team titles on the line. But what do you think of the idea of this tournament, and which other unlikely tag teams do you want to see put together? Make sure to let us know your views in the comments. Now, it was in April, after close to a year away, that Jeff Hardy made his return to AEW programming by coming to the aid of his brother Matt. After Jeff's legal battles following his June 2022 arrest, fans were thrilled to see him again, but now the charismatic enigma is preparing to take another hiatus. Fightful Select reports that Jeff won't be seen on AEW TV for some time following this week's Dynamite, which saw both Matt and Jeff be attacked by Jay White and Juice Robinson. The reason for Jeff being written off of TV is that due to his legal issues, he won't be allowed to travel to Canada, where AEW will be situated for the next month of programming. This means that Jeff will miss Dynamites, Collisions, and Rampages, in addition to missing Forbidden Door, which will take place this weekend. It was further noted that Hardy has worked a couple of televised matches after returning, but also performed on live events during the AEW House Rules Tour, where he has been working with younger talent. With 8 straight tour dates in Canada, Jeff isn't expected to be back on TV until the July 19th Dynamite in Boston, and we hope that Jeff is able to keep himself out of trouble until he's back on TV. But what do you think of all this? Are you going to miss Jeff on TV? Let us know in the comments. Yesterday, we reported that Fastlane 2023 will take place this October, and Indianapolis, Indiana will host the show in the city's first premium live event in 7 years. In the past, WWE used to announce their major events much further in advance than what we've been seeing these days, but there's a reason why the company's policy with premium live events has changed. Sean Ross Sapp noted behind Fightful's paywall that WWE is being very strategic about how they plan and announce premium live events, with the belief that every event should be treated as a huge deal. Factors including economics, storyline, audience growth are all weighted when making these decisions, with WWE Backlash 2023 being a prime example of all three in action. WWE, aware of how popular wrestling is in Puerto Rico, chose San Juan for the show, which helped the company secure Bad Bunny, which only helped boost ticket sales and interest in the event. WWE will head to London next week for Money in the Bank, with major events in India and Australia also being discussed. And where do you want to see WWE go next? Well, Bad Bunny certainly made an impression at Backlash and has been impressive in all his WWE appearances. Not everything has been smooth sailing for the Grammy Award-winning artist. Last April, it was reported that Bunny was going to be playing El Muerto, a masked luchador with superhuman powers in an upcoming Marvel film, but that may no longer be the case. In an updated schedule, the El Muerto film has been removed from its January 2024 release date window and now has no confirmed release date, with many believing the project has been canned. News of the film being removed from the schedule came just hours after it was reported that Mercedes Moné would have a role in the film in what would be a major step in her career. While the film could still happen, the odds of it being released are not looking good, in a major setback for both Bad Bunny and the former IWGP Women's Champion. Since its inception in 2005, the Money in the Bank ladder match has seen several superstars win, some of whom now work for AEW. To promote the upcoming Money in the Bank event in London, WWE released a video this week documenting the history of the match, and there was some notable snubbing going on. When it was stated that 5 people have cashed in the same day they won the coveted briefcase, the video showed 4 people, Kane, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, and Liv Morgan, but failed to show the 5th, AEW's Dean Ambrose. Similarly, the video also mentioned that 3 people have won the briefcase twice, that being Edge, who won the first match in 2005 and took the briefcase from Mr. Kennedy in 2007, and The Miz, who won the ladder match in 2010 and took the briefcase from Otis in 2020. What the video doesn't mention is that the third person to achieve this feat, AEW's CM Punk, who is also the only person to have won the Money in the Bank briefcase in back-to-back ladder matches. Clearly, the last thing WWE wants is for fans to be thinking of AEW talent when they watch this video, and as far as WWE are concerned, these accolades from these AEW stars can and will be overlooked. Since May of last year, Randy Orton has been out of action with a severe back injury, but despite his WWE future being in question, the Viper is reportedly doing well. Taking to Instagram this week, Kim Orton, Mrs. Legend Killer, shared a photo of herself and "my guy," and both she and Randy looked to be in high spirits. With reports that Orton could be back very soon, it's no wonder that Orton is in high spirits, especially when you consider that there was a time when his in-ring career seemed finished for good. Orton has said that he plans to wrestle for many more years to come, and we can only hope his return happens soon. But until then, the Viper and his wife are doing very well. And we're ending with more from Randy Orton, as since 2008, he has used Voices by Rev Theory as his theme, a song he still uses to this day. Rev Theory appeared in person to play Orton to the ring back at WrestleMania 30 in 2014, but when Orton's back, his theme could be sounding very different. On YouTube, the official Rev Theory account shared a short of a revamped version of Voices, which is said to be bigger and badder than the original. Whether Orton uses this remix theme or not when he's back on TV, that remains to be seen, but the option is there for the former world champion once he's back in the ring.